If you have a problem with the following video, please fill out this butthurt report and give it to somebody who gives a fuck. Your generous gift or monthly donation or purchase of t-shirts, books, fine art prints makes the following presentation possible. Thank you. Hey, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok, and I'm back. I'm back, baby. Back. It's the return of the Chowderheads. You know what? There's been way too many people asking me to continue to do the Chowderhead videos, so that's why I'm here. I got other stuff I'm working on too, obviously, but you know, the Chowderheads will rear their ugly heads probably once a week, maybe twice a week, depends. But for you Chowderheads out there who don't know what to do and you feel like getting your ass chewed out, being made to feel stupid as you probably are, go ahead, send me a message. You can email me through YouTube, you can send me a message, whatever. I'm all over social media. Just look at the channel and you'll be able to figure it out. I don't know though, you're a Chowderhead, so maybe not. But I gotta get started with this guy because I know who this douchebag is. And I have a feeling he may be attempting to troll me this last time. But I don't really think that he's the brightest bulb, to put it very kindly. I think he's a dumb shit. So here's, let's see here. Where do we start? We started out 2 years ago. He wrote me and he says, "Hello, Scott, can I have your valued opinion on a woman I met in a bar? LOL, yes, this old chestnut. LOL." I don't think he's that old, but I could be mistaken. Alright? Doesn't really matter. A Chowderhead is a Chowderhead is a Chowderhead. First of all, I met this sweet lady who says she was visiting this bar in Pattaya for a drink and that she was not a working girl. I did do a video on this a while back, but I'm getting to, let me get to the new stuff. But let me just do a little brief review here. Well, the owner made me pay a bar fine for her. LOL, she came back to my hotel and yep, we did it. LOL. In the morning, she went home and never asked for money. Now I'm confused. And as I said, there are some girls out there, not very many nowadays, who may not ask you just because they're too shy and they figure you're fucking smart enough to figure it out. You know, you're in Pattaya and you're in some fucking bar, you paid a bar fine. She probably figures, well, dude's he knows he's got to cough up some cash. But okay, whatever, you didn't pay. Fine, she left. She has a car, a nice house, and she says she wants a relationship with me. Right, after one night, she wants a relationship. Let me just say something right there. You met her in a fucking bar in Pattaya, and she wants a relationship with me, so I think I'm gonna oblige her. What the fuck? You're already a fucking idiot. I knew this a long time ago. Well, I'm not so sure, as I'm not convinced that she is a bar girl. But I am not convinced that she's not a bar girl. Why pay a bar fine if she is not a working girl? Duh! You fucking dummy! Sorry, that's the only way I can refer to you. I mean, how stupid are you, dude? And if you're a troll, this is good, but honestly, I don't think you are, alright? I'm back home in the UK now, and I'm still in contact with her. She's not asked for any money, nor does she want to live in the UK. I went to Pattaya for a good time. I didn't go there to find a wife. I didn't think it was that kind of place. LOL. Oh, it's so funny. She doesn't work. She has a car and a nice house with her son. She says that her son's father sends her money and that she also gets work as a singer. LOL. I've never heard her sing. Ha ha ha. I value your opinion. What do you think? Bar girl or lady just out for a drink? Sincerely, Steven, a dude in the UK, and a Pattaya newbie. I will send a picture of her. Now, he sent a picture of this chick. And, well, I mean, she's a 1. She's bangable. I'll give him that. There's a 0 and a 1. Yes, I'll bang her. No, I won't. Okay, she's bangable. But if you want to rate her on a scale to 10, 1 to 10, you know, she ain't high enough where I'm going to be fucking drooling over her. So, you know, there it is there. I said it. Right? Now, I wrote him back and basically said, you know, come on, dude, wake the fuck up. I did tell him, wake up, Chowderhead. Of course, he writes me back, oh, yeah. You're right, and deep down I knew she was a bar girl. Decent Thai girl would not have been in that kind of bar late at night. She certainly wouldn't fuck me on the first night. Now, that's not always true. However, the majority probably won't. They might wait a date or two, or who knows, longer, depending on, you know, what kind of game you got, which doesn't seem like you got very much game, although you did get laid. It doesn't take a genius to stick his dick in the hole, although you might have stuck it in her belly button for all I know, and you called that sex. I don't know. I'm just a bit confused on why she would waste her time talking to me now that I'm back in the UK. She goes on that she has fallen in love with me. Bullshit. I just don't get why she's wasting her time in me. I'm not rich, and I'm never sending her money or any other chick unless I'm engaged or married to her. Looks like I had a close shave, LOL. Thanks for your honest reply. Love your videos on YouTube. Take care, Scott. Many thanks, Steven. Yeah, this guy's a fucking moron. I mean, I'm sorry. If you really think like that, dude, you're a fucking idiot. You are a chowderhead. Bottom line. And I guarantee you that people in the live stream, they feel the same way. So, let's see here. About, 8 months later, he writes me back. Hey, I like your no-nonsense approach and have spoken to you before. I've been to Pattaya twice now, and I know I'm not experienced, but I will say this. This guy fucking reminds me of like Donald Duck with no brain. I've made good friends with bar girls. I've been totally honest with them and told them I'm in Pattaya to party. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. And so that means that you think they're totally honest with you. They appreciate my no bullshit approach. And they appreciated my no bullshit approach. It didn't mean a fucking thing. They were still a fucking whore, dude. I mean, you know, say what you will about them. Whether you approve of prostitution or you don't approve of prostitution, they're still fucking prostitutes. They're there for money. And even though you didn't pay the chick, my guess is there's something, you know, you're the long-term score. She may be getting money from the ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. You don't know how many guys she's getting money from. This is the thing. You don't fucking know the chick. Now, as far as why would she waste her time with me? Maybe because she sees what a dumbass you are, and she realizes, hey, maybe I can get some dough out of this guy, or maybe, you know, one day I'll when he comes back, I'll go, hey, buddy, you know, you think you can slip me 30 grand? And by the way, my house needs some repairs, and mama, papa, they sick. My pussy no good. What can I do? You know, that kind of stuff. You don't know. And the thing is that's the whole thing. You don't know. You can't trust her. So why the fuck would you even consider a relationship? I mean, get the fuck out of here. I mean, at this point, I was already irritating this motherfucker. That's how I tell you. They appreciate it. I've had some great nights out with them, and they even bought me drinks, loaned me money. I always paid it back. The point is, Scott, it's fair to say that you too was a playboy, and now you're a good family man. What's to say these girls can do the same as what you've done? It just seems to me that sometimes you give them a hard time. You think? I do that on purpose, and actually, it's not really them that I give a hard time. It's chowderheads like you that I give a hard time, because here's the thing. Is that what you aspire to when you're a young man? You say, Jesus, I'm going to go to Pattaya. I'm going to find the girl of my dreams in a brothel. I'm going to marry her, and we're going to live happily ever after, and she's already got a kid from another dude, and as far as I know, she just might be working in the bar because I had to pay a bar fine. If she wasn't working in the bar, why didn't you say to the chick, hey, honey, you say you ain't working here. Why does this motherfucker want my money? Bar fine? Fuck you. I ain't paying no bar fine. That would have been me. I would have been like, bar fine? She says she don't work here. She works here, pal. Okay, here's the bar fine. But if dude goes, well, she doesn't work here, and the girl goes, I don't work here, I'm leaving. Well, like an idiot, you paid it. Whew. I'm going to say that you are about as bad as it gets. What's to say that it just seems to me that you give them a hard time. I understand is they are hookers and in it for the money. Okay, so you understand. So what more do I got to fucking explain to you? Jesus Christ. Having said that, they too are human. They're human too, with feelings just like you and I. They got feelings. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings and fuck their feelings. Seriously, what does that matter? What does that have to do with the price of fucking tea in Afghanistan? Seriously. I mean, oh my God, she's a human being with feelings. So am I. You think she gives a fuck? I mean, she might care a little bit, but so what? I don't give a fuck if she cares about me or not. So why do you care so much? It's like, oh my God, I've got a girlfriend. She's a friend. I've got girlfriends that are, you sound like a fucking little kid. I've got friends. They're prostitutes, but they're my good friends. Oh God. Listen, I'm gonna put it to you, and people have heard me say this recently. Going to a brothel, which is what a go-go bar, beer bar, in effect, that's what they are. Going to a brothel for your wife or for a girlfriend, somebody that you think you're gonna fall in love with, is like going to McDonald's for a 5-star meal. You know, it doesn't happen. All of a sudden, McDonald's doesn't turn around and become this fucking Michelin star restaurant. It doesn't happen. Okay. So yeah, they, you know, I understand they're human, and here's the thing. Let me go on to the next one. So I wrote back to this guy. Let me just continue here. In the flow. I look back in my emails. You're the dude who paid a bar fine in a bar and then wondered if the girl was a bar girl. Dude, wake up. Despite your being friends with them, they're women on the prowl for guys with money. If you think hooking up or marrying some slut in Pattaya of all places is a smart thing to do, talk to some of your buddies back home. Although, I don't know, maybe some of your buddies are all married to him, and you know what? If you're married to a girl who used to be a working girl and everything is great, well then you are in the minority, and I think you know that. And it might be because you knew how to handle them, or she was just ready for a fucking change and said, that's it, I'm gonna give this shit up. But it doesn't sound like you're starting off on a positive note with this chick. The majority of the time, you can't turn a whore into a housewife. And any guy with any experience in this area of the world would be like steering you away from finding the girl of your dreams in a fucking bar. And I always find that the guys who bitch and moan at me the loudest about, oh, you're too hard on them, you motherfuckers, they're the ones who are married to them. In some cases, they were married and now they're divorced, but she was such a good girl. Yeah, she was such a good girl. Okay. But you're not, but now you're divorced. Okay, so things weren't that good with her. Okay, I think some guys are fucking delusional. I think once they get their penis inside of a vagina, it alters their brain chemistry. They start to go, oh my God, this is the one. Fucking idiots. Pussy is pussy. Think about it. If you fuck, what's that chick's name? You know, the fucking supermodel with Tom Brady. And you fuck some supermodel. She's a hot piece of ass. You get laid, you blow your wad, and she's a good girl. Okay, yeah, hi, honey. Okay, yeah, thank you. Oh, it was so nice. Oh, okay. I got your number. I'll give you a call. And you're like going, man, that was good. But then you get some other chick comes along, and she ain't as good looking, but she's a better lay. And, you know, you're like, oh, my God, this chick just rocked my world. But she doesn't look as good as the other one. I mean, like, as time passes, you can always go, I fucked a good one. Yeah, she was a hottie. She wasn't that great of a fuck, but she was hot. Now, she might be a great fuck. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, as time passes, the pussy isn't what's important. I mean, yeah, it's good that, you know, if you can get one and everything's, you know, compatible, everything fits properly or improperly, and you're all happy, then great. But, you know, at the end of the day, once you're done, there are some that you don't want to keep around, and there's some that you're like, all right, you can stay a while. And then you get to know him, and you're like, hey, this chick's my friend. She's a good chick. And she's like, hey, this guy ain't bad. You know what I mean? Like, if you want a chick, wait a minute. Yeah, if you want a chick who cares about your money first and then you as a person, it's your life. Of course, do what you want. But you asked my advice, and then after I explained it, you still question it because you want some chick, because you want this particular chick, or you think it's wrong. You asked, I told, and this is what happens all the time, which is why I had to take a break from this shit. Because I get sick and tired of people asking me what I think, and then I tell them, and they're like, oh, man, fuck you, you're not right, you're not right. Then don't fucking ask me. I'm just giving you my opinion. I never said I'm right. I don't get paid to be right, right? Nobody fucking gives me any Patreon money or fucking donates money or fucking buys my shit because they think that he's right 100% of the time. He's never wrong, this motherfucker. He's like a fucking computer. He's perfect. Everything's perfect. No. I give the best possible answer, and in most cases, I believe I'm giving a correct answer or a plausible answer or whatever it might be. But I do the best I can, okay? That's all you can do. But you don't want to listen because, of course, you've been to Pattaya twice and you know what the fuck is what. Dude, you don't know shit. It's really obvious. So he writes me back. I'm getting into this. I got to get rolling here because I don't want to take too much time, too much of your time with this fucking Momo. Mo. With 2 M's. Thanks, Scott, for your reply. Yes, the girl in the bar was in fact a bar girl and she was just playing me. Duh, you think? Fucking idiot. I'm not in love with any bar. And please don't write me and ask me if I'm angry. I'm not angry at all. I'm happy as shit. Today's a good day, right? It's a wonderful day. It's just getting better and better and better. Tomorrow, I'm recording this on a Friday late afternoon. Tomorrow is the live stream, and I feel great. I like the way the channel is going. I like the way that everything's going in life. I'm a happy camper, all right? So don't fucking write me and say that I'm angry. Please don't worry about me. Worry about your damn self, which is one of the things that will happen later when I start reading some of this guy's bullshit. I have no intention, blah, 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 blah. I'm not in love with a bar girl. I got Thai friends back home. Most of them are former bar girls and are married. So in other words, you're attracted to bar girls. I got it. I understand. But then don't set your expectations too high. You know what I'm saying? She's a slut. You know, maybe your fucking next door neighbor fucked her on a trip over to Thailand, and then she comes over, hey, honey, how you doing? You don't know. That shit happens. You know, or she might go dancing on some fucking pole down at the pub. You know, she sees a little steel rod there on top of the fucking bar. She jumps right up on it, starts shaking her ass and asking for fucking British pounds. I mean, you know, could happen. Let's see here. There will always be the odd when I think I could change. I'm being stupid, I know, and should just man the fuck up and enjoy it. They just seem to make good friends. Then again, it's easy to buy land with other men's money, or if they have sent it to them. P.S. I've no fucking money anyway, so they'll be disappointed if they went with me for my money. I tell them this, but they don't seem to care. They say they hate bullshit, man. Whores calling men bullshitters. That did make me smile. Thanks a lot for your reply. Don't worry, I'm not Captain Save-A-Whore. Oh, dude, you are a fucking sad motherfucker. I hate to tell you that. You give men a bad name. There should be a song. Oh, wait a minute, isn't there? Who sings that song? Yeah. You give men a bad name. And I'm serious. You make me sick, dude. I mean, like, where'd you get your fucking brain? Out of a Cracker Jack box? Jesus Christ. So he writes me back 2 days later. I'll be honest with you. I broke the golden rule. Yes, I fucked up. Thing is, I've not paid 1 penny to her and not even fucked her. Oh, my God. So maybe this is a second one, I'm assuming. At least a second. But he hasn't even fucked this one. I'm stupid, I know. And he has great self-esteem. He calls himself stupid. He calls himself an idiot. He's flat broke. You sound like a real fucking catch to me, pal. No wonder you're digging at the bottom of the barrel. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Okay? I'm an idiot. I only wanted to go to Pattaya to party and wasn't looking to find a wife for love. I won't go to a brothel to find a wife, so not a chance was I looking to find one in Pattaya of all places. I hate to say this, but Pattaya is probably the whorehouse of the world. I mean, it is Sin City. And I think that the Thais, in the next dozen to maybe half a dozen years, they're going to change that. It's not going to be known for all the, the titty bars and the beer bars and the little fucking discos and shit like that. It's going to be known for being a place where families go. It might be a dozen years. It might be 20 years. I don't know, but I think that's the direction they're headed. So, you better get your girl when you can. You better get your Pattaya whore while you can, buddy. Oh, well, I better just forget about her. Take care, and thanks for your advice. Sorry to have let you down. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. I mean, I read back on this shit, and it just makes me sick to my stomach. First of all, that you wrote me about this bullshit. It's not even like something that you really need to make a decision. You've come to a fork in the road and you've got to decide. It's like, hey, she's a slut who gets come on for a living and in. And I've only known her for one day, and then I fell in love with her because she fell in love with me. The fact that she said she fell in love with you, and then you said, oh, it's bullshit, but then you are still fucking thinking about her. And you're still contacting her and doing... Oh my God, dude, you know what you do with girls like that? What you do is you fuck them, you cum in them, you say, see you later, honey. You don't give them your fucking number. And if you do, it's some fucking throwaway sim, so that when you leave, you throw the motherfucker in the trash and you ain't never gonna fucking hear from him again. You don't give him your email. You don't give him your fucking last name. Dude, you're a sad motherfucker. I hate to tell you that. All right, so the other day, a couple days ago, he wrote me. And of course, he couldn't take it. Now, I think that it's because he has some fucking slut. He's with the same one. He's got a new one. It just hurts him because his friends are bar girls, and they're sitting around going, fuck that motherfucker. Look at him. He's an ugly motherfucker. Well, let me tell you something. I can fix this. Believe me, I clean up nice, and I ain't nearly as fat as you might think I am. In fact, I put on a nice suit, give myself a little shave, and I'm a handsome motherfucker. Now, not every woman's gonna think that, but believe me, I don't think every woman's good looking. So what the fuck does it matter? And believe me, with your problems, you got no fucking business even putting me in your fucking thought process. The only thing with me is, Scott, please help me. That's about the only thing you should be saying. But of course, he will get a little bit snide with me. Not that I give a fuck, because I mean, look at this fucking loser. I like you. I like you in your videos, but sometimes, Scott, your opinions can be a little bit cynical regarding the Thai ladies. Actually, no, they're not at all. I mean, I know that I'm not always right about certain women, but I also know that I am right quite a bit more often than I am wrong. But I will say this: nobody's right about women all the time. Okay? I never have said you need to berate the women, belittle them, treat them like shit. In fact, it doesn't matter if she's a prostitute or not. You treat them with respect. And maybe that's why when I was out and about, I met girls and they were prostitutes sometimes, and sometimes they didn't want money. I don't know. Maybe it was maybe I was giving it to them good. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I never really asked because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's the thing. You care way too much. Why don't you care about yourself? And does she meet my fucking criteria? You see? Does she pass my test? Is she quality enough? Is she going to be a good mother? Is she the kind of person that I can look to and she has integrity? You see, you don't think that way because you're a fucking loser who you ain't got no fucking money, ain't got no money, may not even have no fucking teethus. That's teeth. All right? I think that, wasn't that Leon Spinks who said that? Ain't got no money, ain't got no teethus. But you know, and your good friends are bar girls. But you're hanging out in high society, my friend. If a guy wants to date a Thai bar girl and then sort out the fees in advance, that's one thing. Okay, I agree. If a bar girl falls in love with a forang, F-O-R-A-N-G, yeah, you're a real fucking genius, idiot. Learn how to spell that word. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. If you've been to Thailand as much as you say you have now, and believe me, I know who you are I know your other account, and I know you've been to Thailand a fair amount of times. Maybe not Pattaya, I don't know. But you ought to be able to know how to spell that. Or maybe you're just fucking with me. I don't know. Maybe you're just taking great enjoyment in spelling the word wrong, but it does make you look like a dumb fuck. Although, that's pretty easy in your case. If a bar girl falls in love with a forang and he loves her, then that's cool. I agree. I just think that a guy... See, here's the thing. This guy... Well, let me just go on. Just as long as they both respect each other and the girl sees him as a good guy and not an ATM. Okay. One thing you don't mention, or maybe you don't understand, or my... Okay, wait. Let me... I'll get into that in a second. Yes, obviously, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone who's been working in a bar, you need to respect each other. It shouldn't only be based about money, but, you know, if it is based only about money, if your relationship is based on, you're going to take care of me, you give me this much every month, and as long as you do that, everything's going to be fine. That's not love. It might be love of money. But okay, there's nothing wrong with the business transaction. That's what old men do and young women. I mean, you know, like, what do you think Anna Nicole Smith did? She hooked up with that old geezer and she said, hey, I gotta lick his old stinky fucking wrinkly balls, but guess what? I'm gonna be rich. Didn't turn out that way, but, you know, life usually never does. So, you know, this is the thing. But he's got this attitude that we can't help ourselves when we fall in love. And, you know, while I might, you know, if I was in a university, and I'm getting ready to graduate, and I meet a girl, she becomes my girlfriend, we get out of university, and we continue to see one another, and you're just like, I just can't help myself. Something about her, I mean, you know, okay, you're looking at her, you've got to know her, you've spent some time with her, you know she's educated, she meets a certain criteria that you are looking for your woman to meet. I mean, like, you need to, like, make a list and say, what do I want from my woman? I want her to be hardworking, intelligent, willing and able to think outside of the box and do shit outside of the box. Like, not just say, oh, I can't do that because that's not right, because this is not what's good. This is... when she doesn't even know. You know, I mean, you know, you need to have a little flexibility. She needs to have some flexibility, whatever it might be. So, if you've got some girl like that and you know, hey, she's studying to become a doctor, or whatever it might be, okay? An electrician, a pharmacist. And you're like, hey, I got a thing going on, I got my potential, I'm gonna live up to it, yeah, we can both do it together. All right, great. She's a catch. Boom! Let's do it. All right, let's set the date, honey. A year from today. Okay, boom, we're getting married. Now, with you, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like, you know, we just can't help it. We can't help ourselves. No, what it is you fuck the pussy, she says the right things, and then you decide that you're in love. Or she tells you she loves you, and you're like, oh my God, I think I do love her. Oh my God. And the pussy's so good. But really what it is you don't even know the chick. You barely know the fucking girl. You don't speak Thai. I mean, like, you've only been to Pattaya twice. You said you didn't speak Thai at some point in there. So, how are you in love? Get the fuck out of here. Now, here's where it really got me when I decided to do this video. One thing you don't seem to mention, or maybe don't understand, or might you do, or you might do. Jesus Christ. If your Thai wife decided she didn't want you anymore, then you would lose everything, just the same as a chowderhead in love with a bar girl. I hope that never happens to you, but the point is, all relationships are a risk, and all relationships cost money. Okay, it costs money to live. Not a relationship doesn't necessarily cost money. In some cases, it does, especially for guys like you. Well, I don't know. You didn't pay. At least you say you didn't pay, but I have my fucking doubts about that. But I think that you were being set up, okay? You admitted that she was a bar girl. Well, how'd you find that out? She might have went, hey, dude, you know, you didn't pay me the last time. When can I get some cash from your ass? You know? But, like, for you to even compare my relationship to yours or to a relationship with some fucking chowderhead, you know, between a chowderhead and a bar girl, you gotta be out of your fucking mind, dude. Serious. You have to be the fucking dumbest motherfucker. Are you mentally challenged? I mean, you got dementia, or you get hit in the head? Like, I mean, I got hit in the head a lot. I fell on my head several times. And I understand, you know, I'm a little off sometimes. But with you, Jesus Christ, I'll match my fucking brain against yours any day of the week, pal. Okay? Every relationship is a risk. We understand that. I think everybody knows. You got to put yourself out there a little bit. If you really want to get close to somebody, you have to put yourself out there. Okay? So, this is the thing. And then you say, I would lose everything just like a Chowderhead. No, I wouldn't. How am I going to lose everything? First of all, you don't know the financial setup that we have. You don't know how we have things set up in our lives. And another thing is that, you know, like after almost 20 years together, our lives are fucking intermingled. And aside from me doing something completely disrespectful to my wife and my family, I don't see that there would ever be a situation where it would get so bad where I would be like, all right, you can't ever come back. You're fucked. No way. Bye. I'm taking all your shit. Well, first of all, here's the difference between you and me. You see, you think like, you're going to lose everything. Oh, really? Nobody's ever going to take my brain from me. I mean, you know, aside from me having a crash and somebody doing a brain transplant from my brain to somebody else, which, you know, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. But I mean, you know, it's like, dude, I'll always bounce back. That's the thing. Because I got a good brain. I got a good head on my shoulders. And I'm not stupid. I got things are a lot different than you might even expect. Because you're so far out there, you ain't got a fucking clue of where I am, which is in the center. I'm very centered. Believe it or not. And you're fucking out there. You're in fucking La La Land. So, you know, I wrote this guy back and said, hey, my opinion's what it is. You don't have to agree with it. But remember something there, dildo. You're the guy who's been writing me. You're the guy who thinks all the bar girls are your friends. And you're probably in love with some chick. Now, he denies this. But there are scandalous women everywhere in the world. So either you're smart enough to know this, or you're not. I mean, you know, that's why you don't put yourself out there after you fuck a chick the first night. You don't just say, let's move in. Hey, let's have joint bank accounts. I've got $400,000 in the bank, and, you know, let's have a good go, babe. That's not what you do, okay? I mean, this is why I say take your time, learn the language, get to know the culture a little bit. That's a smart thing to do. And most older guys who have been here a while, that's what they tend to do. Not everybody. There are a hell of a lot of dumbasses here and there, but you know, there's a sprinkling of them as they get older. It's the younger guys in their 20s, 30s, 40s. Once they get up in their 50s and 60s, they know, guys know, hey, you know. Let's see here. Yeah. This guy seems to think that he knows everything and about how things are now. But he's talking about how I never talk about how I could lose everything. I could be just like a Chowderhead. No, I can't. I'll never be a fucking Chowderhead or fucking bozo. Okay? Because I'm a hell of a lot smarter than you are, and I'm way on the opposite side of Chowderhead. Now, here's something you might want to think about, and this was sent to me a long time ago, a couple years ago by some guy, and I love these words. Aim fucking higher. Okay? If the best you can do is some girl in a bar who may or may not be illiterate, who you barely know, who you don't have time to get to know because you can't stay here for more than a couple of weeks. So, you know, a couple of weeks is not really enough time to get to know them through all their mood swings, through their periods, that's why you give it time, okay? You know, what I would ask is, how many guys see Thai men in the go-go bars and brothels falling madly in love with the Thai girls? Now, it does happen occasionally, but not like with foreigners. It's the foreigners who are the ones who tend to be like, oh my God, I love her. The Thai guys generally are not as outgoing with their emotions as Westerners are. At least not on a day-to-day basis. So you know, that's my advice to you there, pal. Aim fucking higher. You know, I mean, I don't care if you're a garbage man or you're a taxi driver or whatever you are, a doctor, lawyer. It doesn't matter what you are. But, like, why would you not try to find somebody who is actually good for you, who's a good person, who has a lot going for herself, who's got potential, who has goals? I mean, not that bar girls don't have those things. Maybe they do, and okay, maybe there are some exceptions. I don't dispute that there are exceptions to the rule. But what I'm saying is, for a guy like you, who you are just a fucking chowderhead of all, you're the king of all chowderheads. You know, I think that you should stick with, I pay you. Okay, thank you, honey. It's been fun. Bye-bye. I go now. And then that's it. End of story. And what I think is this guy either he loves the pussy, he can't help himself, he thinks everybody's so fucking good, and I do think it's good he respects the people, he respects girls, he respects women. I think that's great, okay? And if he wants to go out and marry a bar girl, by all means do it, go ahead. You know, I just think that it's not the brightest move. And I think, like I said, you could aim a little bit fucking higher. I mean, ever think about trying to get somebody who maybe was like on your level intellectually? I mean, maybe they are, I don't know. But, you know, to each his own. Good for you, okay? If you get married to her, great, but most of the marriages, they don't make it to the altar. People, yeah, I'm gonna marry her, yeah, I love her, and then a fucking month later, fucking bitch. And I know people that have been married to bar girls, and they're like, oh my God, thank you for telling me what to do with her. They've come to me and said these things. And then I'm like, where's their Facebook? They don't have a Facebook anymore. The girl took over their Facebook and the guy is gone. He don't want nothing to do with her. She don't want nothing to do with him. They hate each other. And it's like, why? Well, maybe because he like went through some financial trouble. I know a couple people that this happened to. They went through a little bit of financial trouble. Bam, man, the girl was gone. She's like, I need man with money. I cannot eat your love. I hate that saying, but it's true. Now, let's see here. Yeah, I've been with my wife for 20 years, and we have children together. We have a history together. Our lives are intermingled far more than you and your bar girl, so don't even begin to compare. My advice to you is wake the fuck up. And then, of course, he had to get one little last dig in. Oh, I love your no bullshit response. Says he's not in love with a bar girl. You're living in Bangkok, which has more working girls than anywhere in the world, and here is the thing. A lot of educated Thai girls have been on the game at some point in their lives. I don't dispute that, and that's a little bit of a different story, because they've already made the change. They've got out of it. They, for whatever reason, whether they said, I can't do this anymore, this is not for me, this fucking sucks, or, you know what, I've got money now to go to school, I've done it, okay, fine. I'm not talking about that, and I am not belittling the girls. What I'm saying is that, to me, you're an idiot to go into a brothel and expect to get the girl of your dreams. Now, if the girl of your dreams maybe used to work in a brothel, and now she's working as a pharmacist, I guess maybe, you know, she's turned her life around. Of course, you know, what are you going to do? If that's okay with you and you're okay with her past, by all means, go for it. Not a problem, okay? Now, he tells me that there's never any guarantees. The girls don't come with labels, so keep believing that you are correct on everything. Well, I don't have to. See, here's the thing, there fucking bonehead. Chowderhead, excuse me. I don't want to call you names, but Chowderhead. This is the thing. I don't have any real problems in my life. My relationship's fine. Aside from, you know, us bickering back and forth like a bunch of fucking, a little old lady and old man once in a while, you know, and teasing each other, but we know each other like the back of our fucking hands. And aside from that, my life is fine. How about yours? Doesn't seem like it's all that good. Now, here's where he says to me, now, here's where he starts to get even more stupid. Which, to be fair, you are. They don't come with labels, so keep believing you are correct on everything. Which, to be fair, you are. Okay, so why bring it up then? But the thing that cements a marriage over a friendship is attraction. That's only one of the things. Okay, and there's a lot more, to me, there's a lot more in a marriage that cements a marriage together than just attraction. Because here's the thing. When I was 30, what would I have been? About 20 years ago. I would have been about 34. You know, and my wife was about 21. She didn't look like she looks now, and I don't look like I looked back then. Things change. You get older, shit happens. And am I still attracted to her? Yes. And I dare say she is with me. You know, I get the job done, pal. That's the thing. And what you should be worrying about yourself. You're talking all this bullshit about how I don't treat the women that well and how I don't have a good opinion. I'm cynical and all. What fucking planet are you living on, Chowderhead? Now he says, you know, and here's the thing. The thing that cements a marriage over a friendship, as opposed to a friendship, is not just attraction. The attraction, for me, fucking A, man, the attraction wears off after, you know, like after you bang them fucking 50 times, you're like, you know, 20 or 2, whatever. You know, it starts to be like, all right, you know, okay, I'm used to this. This is getting comfortable. Let's mix it up a little bit or whatever. Yeah, okay, fine. The attraction is still there, but it's not like in the very beginning where you're like, oh my God, I can't stay away from her. And she's like, oh my God, I can't wait to be with him again. You know, that kind of shit, that little bit of magic, that magical time, it wears down and real life takes over. And that's where the real love comes in. That's where the real, the hard part of marriage kicks in. Because you've got to trust each other. You can't be with each other all the time. You've got to learn to live with each other. You got to be friends with each other, but you got to be lovers with each other. You got to be parents. You got to be that. You have many, many labels. And it isn't just the attraction. Although attraction is important, it's one of the aspects. But it's not, certainly isn't the only aspect or the aspect that cements the relationship. Now, take a look in the mirror and see that you are not exactly a prize guy. Nothing to do with your age either. So before you start getting personal with me, check out your own shape, dude, before she packs her bags. Well, here's the thing. At least I know what it's like to be in great shape. And while I may not be in great shape now, and I freely admit that, I've never been without girlfriends. Okay? I might have had a dry spell here or there, but I've always had girlfriends. I've always got laid. I've never had a problem. I wonder why. You know why? Because I'm a man and you're a pussy. And here's the other thing. I'm working on me being in better shape. I'm watching what I eat a little bit more. I'm exercising a little bit more. I can fix this. I just have to put in 110% and I can fix it. You cannot fix stupid. You're a chowderhead. You're always going to be a chowderhead. And not only that, you're a broke motherfucker to boot. You're a broke dick motherfucker. The term friend is something that I take very seriously. And I think that you, on the other hand, you don't take it all that seriously. I think that you believe that a girl's a little bit nice to you and she doesn't want money from you. So that means she's my friend. Fuck, are you that fucking desperate? Really? So you're let me get this all straight. You're desperate, you're broke, you got shitty self-esteem, you call yourself an idiot and stupid all the time. You write into some guy and then give him shit about the advice that he gives you. No wonder you've got problems with women. You got problems yourself. Dude, if I were you, I would go out to the country somewhere, sit under a cold stream, like with nothing on. Let your balls freeze off. Sit there. That way, you know, you won't get a boner. You won't start thinking about women. You just sit under the icy cold fucking stream, butt-ass naked, like Masoyama. You sit there, freezing your balls off, and you do that for about fucking 2 years straight. And then when you come out of there, you'll be clear-headed and going, I don't need women. I don't need women. I don't need women. You don't need them. if you want to go and do what you want to do, I don't have a problem with it at all. Go ahead, do it. That's the thing. I don't have any problem with anybody going to do this shit. Go into a bar, fucking meet the girl of your dreams. Most of the time, the guys who do that shit, they're the ones who are writing me. Oh, Scott, I fucking met this girl, and she was the most beautiful girl in the world, and her pussy was magical. I thought it was a vice grip. It was a velvet vice grip. Her lips were magical, too. And then she fucked me out of my house. She took me for $250,000, my life savings. Fucking A. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. Jeez Louise. Well, that's all I got. I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Sorry to go on for so long, but let's see here. Don't forget, I've got 2 books now. I've got t-shirts. I've got fine art prints. I've got Patreon. And, of course, I've got PayPal, as you can see. So, you want the books? They're available at Amazon. Just type in my name. Everything will be in the description. But if you want t-shirts, go to anamericaninthailand.com. Fine art prints, you go to scottmallon.net. Patreon, just search Scott Mallon or an American in Bangkok. One of them is for a monthly contribution. The next one is per video. So there's 2 separate Patreon accounts. And PayPal, we all gotta eat. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Choke D, laugh, jerk and mine. Fucking wake up, you chowder.